Hey y'all, Kirsten here. Welcome back to the KGC Pilates 10-day Me, Myself, and I challenge for people who do the absolute most. And while you have a lot on your plate, you made room for yourself, so shout out to you. For today, we are focused on our booty. The only prop that we will need is that resistance band, so grab that band. If you don't have a resistance band, you can definitely do this workout without it and just use your body weight. And so if you purchase that digital guide, make sure that you open up to day 5 to complete that reflection prompt in your journal. So without further ado, let's find a spot on our mat and lie all the way down. You can place this resistance band off to the side. Fingertips are wrapped around your rib cage. Inhale. Nice and big. Ribs expand from east to west, and exhale, pulling that belly button in, knitting those rib cages in. Same thing. Inhale. Nice and big. Ribs expand. Exhale. Let all of that air out. When you're ready, find that resistance band. You're going to place it around over your knees. We're going to start with some shoulder bridges. Fingertips are long by our side, and so you should be able to feel your fingertips brushing the backs of your heels. When you're ready, exhale, curling that pelvis under, lifting up, rolling onto the tips of the shoulder blades, and then melt the spine all the way back down. Same thing. Exhale to curl the pelvis under and lift. Inhale to lower. Nice. So as you move through this, I really want you to think about squeezing that booty at the top. And many options here. Let's get it with some variations, some advancements. So as you curl the pelvis up, you can lift the arms and then lower it back down. You can also keep your arms straight to the ceiling the entire time. That will be the least supportive option as you lift and lower. You can always go back to the base and keep your fingertips flat on the mat. Second option for your advancement. Definitely want to encourage you to do this. The next time you lift your hips up, hold here. Open the legs wide, close them, melt the spine all the way back down. Same thing. Exhale to lift up, open, close, melt the spine back down. Nice. So as you're doing this, we're working our glute max. That is the biggest part of our glute, And then when you open and close your legs, you're actually starting to work your side glutes. So that is the medius and the minimus. Nice. As you lift and lower. Also, I can't help but think about that Nelly song, when he's like gluteus maximus as you're lifting and lowering for this shoulder bridge. We're definitely working that muscle. Nice. So we're going to add some pulses at the top and a little bit of an isometric hold in just a moment. Last 3, you got it. Ass cheeks on fire. I already know. Last 2, you got it. And final 1, hold here. Now, can you open and close your legs in an inch and out an inch? So pulling that belly button to your spine. Last 3, you got it. Final 2. And last 1, hold here. Now lower the left hip, pick it back up. Lower the right hip, pick it back up. Nice. You can also send your fingertips straight to the ceiling if that feels good to you. You're almost finished. Last 3. Final 2 and 1, and melt the spine all the way back down. Great. Now, keeping this resistance band around your knees, you're going to line your shoulders to your hips up with the side of the mat, lying all the way down, propping yourself up on your forearm, or your head can be in your hand. Do what works best for you. I like to be on my forearm. Again, shoulders to my hips, up with the back of the mat, and then my knees are bent. When you're ready, lift that top leg up a few inches and then lower it down. Now, so you're just lifting and lowering that top leg up and down. A few notes here just on form. Do not sink into your shoulder. Still keep your shoulder lifted, especially if you are propped up. Now, this little pocket here, I want you to imagine you have a little house here that you don't want to crush. So still keep your core tucked in, your belly button. You're pulling that to your spine, knitting those rib cages in. Now, as you're lifting and lowering, I want you to keep that foot flex. Also, this hip should be stable. You're going to feel tempted to pull yourself back, but try not to do that to prevent that. That just means your muscles are like, help me. But I promise you, you're going to keep getting stronger. Last 3, we're going to add a variation in a second. Last 2. And final 1, keep the top leg lift up, extend the leg long, lower it down, lift it up, and then bend the knee all the way back in. You can send that top arm straight to the ceiling. So we're just adding a little toe tap variation here. As you exhale to lift up, extend the leg long, lift and lower. As you're tapping that toe down to the mat, you're almost there. We're going to finish with some circles. Last 3. I know ass is on fire. It is burning, but I promise you, when you're walking up them steps at Broadway Junction, especially if you live in New York, you will thank me for that. Last 2 and final 1, and then tap the toe down. Start to make little circles in one direction for 8, 7, last 6. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Same thing, opposite side for 8, 7. You got it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax things back down. Tap out that glute. Thank it for showing up for you today. We're going to flip directly to the other side. We got no time to waste, y'all. So aligning your shoulders to your hips up with the back of the mat. And bending those knees all the way in. Again, many options. Head in your hand. I like to be on my forearm. When I'm ready, exhale to lift that top leg up and lower it down. So we're essentially doing a variation of a clamshell. That resistance band is really challenging us, obviously, doing its name, living up to its name of giving that resistance on that outer glute as you lift and lower. Again, still looking straight directly in front of you. Try not to look down at your knee. You want to keep your head, neck, and shoulder in alignment as you lift and lower. Now, of course, we're going to add that extension in on this side. The next time you lift the leg up, extend the leg out, tap it down, lift it back up, bend the knee all the way in and relax. Same thing. Exhale, lift up, tap, bend it all the way in. Nice. So as you do this, we're at the final stretch for this variation of this clamshell, of this side kick series. Still lengthening through the crown of your head. Try not to sink into your shoulder. Still keep that up. Last 3. You're almost there. Final 2. And last 1. And keep that leg extended. Little circles for 8, 7. Last 6. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take a moment to rest. Lift the same leg up and reverse for 8, 7. Last 6. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Tap out that glute. Excellent job today on our booty work. I will see you back tomorrow for day 6 for the KGC Pilates Me, Myself, and I 10-day challenge for people who do the absolute most, and great work today.